Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a super abundant amount of coins selling lead generation by identifying buying signals. If you are not able to identify buying signals, like a lot of new aspiring agency owners not able to do, you are missing out on a lot of deals. That's why I mainly wanted to create this video, just to make sure that you are not missing out on tens of thousands of dollars. We first need to understand this one really simple formula called energy in, benefits out. And in this formula, we only have two things that we really need to focus on. First, we need to be focusing on the benefits. Benefits mean the things that the prospect gets, like the end benefits, more revenue, more money, more profit. They need to spend less time, they save money, their life is better, they are less stressed. So it's all the benefits that they get for working with you. Second thing that we're going to be using in this formula is going to be energy. Energy is going to be money, what the client or what the prospect has to pay for these benefits. The second thing is going to be work, things that the prospect needs to do. For example, if the prospect needs to create a new landing page or hop on an onboarding call with you, of course that is the energy in this equation. How we are going to visualize and explain this formula is going to be a really simple diagram. So first we're going to have this aspect here. This is going to be a scale. And of course on a scale we need to have something to balance stuff on. Then on the scale, we're going to have two different things. We're going to first have energy, and then we're also going to have benefits. I know it's not exactly symmetrical, but physics do not apply on my whiteboard right now. If we want to make sure that the prospect buys, so if we want to sell our solution and get them as a client, we need to make sure that in their heads, the energy spent is outweighed by the benefits. This is where we want them to get. This is something that they will just psychologically have in the back of their mind when they're thinking about if they're gonna buy your solution. So if I told a prospect that the benefits of working with us would be that you are gonna generate an extra 500,000 in the next 10 months, and you will have more time to work on your business, you will have 30 hours more to work on your business, and you don't need to manage as many sales reps that you are managing right now, and you are going to feel way less stressed, you're going to feel way more confident in your business, and also you're going to be proud when you're walking into investor meetings or board meetings because your numbers are looking so fucking good. Obviously the benefits are huge here, so the benefits are already really heavy. The energy that you need to spend is first, it costs $1, so the energy, like the financial spent on the energy, is going to be super small, and you don't have to do anything else than to hop on a 30-minute call with us, and after that we are gonna do everything for you. Of course, the benefits would heavily outweigh the energy, so it would be a really easy deal. Of course, more realistic approach would be benefits were fairly accurate. Those can be benefits in your lead generation agency offer. And then energy, okay, you generate an extra 500,000, you only pay us a $3,000 starting fee, and after that you only pay us $250 per call that is qualified and shows up. And the only work that you need to do is you need to hop in a 60-minute onboarding call with us. And after that, you just need to make sure that your closer and sales guys go to the calls that we book in their calendar. And then you just need to make sure that the fulfillment works and the new clients get the promised product or service. So again, as you can see in this example, the benefits are really fucking heavy. Extra 500k, more confidence, less stress, more time. Life is just awesome. And then energy, like few $1,000s, and they just have to hop in a 60-minute call and then run the business like they normally would. So the benefits outweigh the energy a lot. But then, let's say, if the benefits are equal to energy or really close to equally as big and equally as heavy in their mind, if the pain is big enough, so if they're like really struggling with the pain, if they're really in a painful situation, yeah, it could be a deal, but usually it's not enough to push the prospect over the edge. They don't really see the point. Okay, I need to spend like 5k and I maybe make 10k, and after I pay my employees, like the profit margin isn't that huge, and I also need to do some work. Like, it doesn't really make sense. The benefits are like equally as heavy as the energy. And then the last situation, of course, is we take the energy and the energy outweighs the benefits. So an example of this would be, yeah, we will book you 5 sales calls every single month, but in order for that to happen, you first need to hop on a 60-minute onboarding call with us, and after that you need to hop on 2 other campaign structuring calls with us, which are going to be also 60 minutes, and they're going to happen in the first 2 weeks of our partnership. And then you need to hop on a 60-minute call every Monday and every Friday with us to make sure that the campaigns are rolling smooth, and you need to go to the calls and you need to close them, and you need to qualify the prospects, and you need to also scrape us us a list of leads and we will book you 5 calls and you'll probably make $20,000 in the next 3 months from that. Of course, the energy is gonna be fucking outweighed. They're gonna just lose money and they need to do a lot of work. And let's say that the price for that is gonna be $20,000. Huge energy spent in financial perspective and also a lot of work to do. So the energy is really fucking dragging down. And then the benefits are fairly light, like 1 or 2 more clients in the next 3 months. It doesn't just make sense in the eyes of the prospect. This is the formula that we need to understand before we move into identifying and handling the buying signals the correct way. First, we need to understand what is a buying signal. Buying signal is a situation when your prospect starts becoming more certain about your service and offer. So let's say that this is the prospect's buying temperature. Here is the prospect's certainty. And when the prospect certainty crosses this buying temperature line here, they are certain and they're ready to buy. So during the sales call, you might be here, like you say something good, the certainty rises, and then you say something bad, and boom, boom, boom. During the sales call, you might be getting them closer to the certainty line. And then they cross over and they are certain about your product and your service, you as a salesperson or you as a founder, and they would be completely ready to buy. In this situation, they will start sending you signals that they're interested in buying. And usually these are leading questions about the closing process. They are trying to start the closing process themselves. For example, the prospect might say, how much did you say that it would cost me? Or how long will it take until we can get started? Or how long until I start seeing results? They're just future pacing to the situation when they're already working with you. This means that they are above the buying temperature here and their buying line. So they are just chilling here, ready to buy. And what happens with a lot of agency owners is that they are just too afraid of getting a no. They are afraid that the prospect is going to say no and all of the hard work that they have done goes to waste. So they never actually end up closing here, even if the prospect is giving them buying signals. So they just keep talking and talking and talking, and the prospect just like starts losing its interest, and then the call is starting to end, and then 3 minutes before the call ends, you ask for the deal, and boom, the prospect is already under their buying temperature, and you have lost the deal. So you need to identify the buying signal and ask for the deal here, or at least really close to it. So the prospect might be here, it's a smaller gap to cross, and then you can handle objections and you can get them over here and poof, fucking close them. You get an objection, you overcome it, and then you just give them a bit more information to increase the certainty level that they have. And then your prospect immediately, like just out of the bush, asks, what was the price again? And you just reply, oh, it's only $3,000 and $250 per call. We book you. And then you say no more. That is just fucking committing a sales harakiri. You have just created a scenario in the prospect's head where there's $3,000 worth of energy going in and 0 benefits going out. And it's not because those benefits do not exist in your offer, but it's because you simply forgot to remind the prospect about them. And at the same time, you ask them to tap into their energy reserves, which is their bank account. Because remember, money is just stored energy. Humans are extremely short memory when it comes to the balancing effect of benefits. You 100% need to restate those benefits again every time you bring out the expenditure of energy. Every single time when you're talking about the financials, so you're talking about the energy, or you might be talking about the work that they have to do, you need to be restating the benefits so they do not forget them. And this way, you are never creating a situation in their head when there's only energy in, but no benefits going out. Because if there's only energy coming in, the energy is going to be always the fucking heavier one, and it's not going to be a deal. So a proper way to respond to a buying signal would be when the prospect asks what was the price on that again, you first give them the energy and then you give them the benefits. It's an investment of only $3,000 to start and $250 per qualified call we book. And let me just quickly tell you exactly what you're going to get for that investment. So first, you're going to generate an extra $500,000 in the next 12 months or next 10 months. Second thing that you're going to get is you are going to get 10 extra hours every single week that you use to spend on prospecting and outreach. And the third thing that you're going to get is you do not have to spend money training and managing sales reps anymore and SDRs anymore, because we are going to handle their role so you can get rid of them. Like I said before, getting started is very, very simple. So you make the energy lighter and benefits heavier. So believe me, even if you do half as well as the rest of my clients, the only problem you have is that I didn't email you 6 months ago and get you started then. Sound fair enough? And then you just shut the fuck up and let them either give you a yes or then give you an objection. And then you again repeat this after again. So you overcome the objection, you give them the energy expenditure, and then you outweigh the energy with the heavy ass benefits. And a few pointers from this closing scenario, I used investment, not a cost. Cost is a little bit of a friction word, so it's better for you to use investment. I used only as a minimizer. So again, a really small thing, but when you're saying only, it makes the price seem smaller. Then I quickly reminded them about the 3 main benefits to balance energy expenditure. Because then when you first bring out the cost, the energy is gonna boom, it's gonna go like this. The energy is gonna be outweighing everything here. And then you start balancing it out and you get first this one thing, boom. Then you get the second thing, boom. And then you get the third thing, boom. And it's really easy to start to remember, boom. And then you're fucking ready to make the deal. I also explained the simplicity of getting started to remind them that they do not have to do that much. So the energy consumption of this offer would be way less. And then I finished it off with a soft close because I had set it up for a fucking deal. So this is how you use the energy in benefits out formula to make a super abundant amount of coins when you're selling lead generation agency offers by identifying the buying signals. So remember, do not speak past your success because otherwise you're just gonna speak too long and you're gonna fuck up and you're gonna lose the deal. If you are looking to build a $10,000 a month lead generation agency in the next 92 days, you can check agentvelocity.io. We have some free trainings, resources, etc. Book a call with us. Let's see if we can help you achieve that goal of yours. Cheers.